Hello everybody. Before we get into what sleep paralysis is, I wanted to let you guys know and talk about a little backstory of mine. I wanted to let you guys know what it feels like. My experience, what I went through, what caused it. So, first thing for me is it started happening junior year in high school. I was really busy, had sports, had social life, homework. I played 2 other sports, and it was just a full schedule, and I wasn't really getting the best sleep I could have been if I kind of took a little off my workload of baseball and school and academics and all of that. Started to have some vivid dreams, started to feel like in my dreams I couldn't move, like it was weird. Started happening more and often. And it was mostly the weeks that I was sleep deprived, didn't really get many hours in with how much I worked. A lot of these dreams are in very similar places, especially my room, out my front door, my neighborhood, everything. After hearing my story, a lot of you guys are probably asking yourself, why do I need to know about sleep paralysis? Well, sleep paralysis is very common in all of the US, all over the world. For example, according to the National Center of Biotechnology, information on October 15th, they came out with a statistic, and it talked about students, psychiatric patients, and just the regular normal population, the average working citizen. And they said about 8% of the general population, 28% of students like us, like you guys, and 32 psychiatric patients all experience sleep paralysis regularly. And this is mostly because of stress, not a lot of sleep, overworking, not taking care of yourself mentally, taking time to just get all the hours of sleep you need, even if it's 30-minute increments throughout the day. Okay, so now that we've talked about experiences and the statistics of it, and you guys have a pretty good idea of what we're going to be talking about today. So today we're going to learn about sleep paralysis. We're going to be discussing what sleep paralysis is, the causes, and its treatments. First, we're going to talk about what it is. So, according to Merriam-Webster's official dictionary, I retrieved it on February 2nd, and this website said sleep paralysis is a complete temporary paralysis that happens when an individual is falling asleep or waking. So, if a lot of you guys don't know what REM sleep is, REM sleep happens in the first hour and a half to 3 hours of your sleep, and then it also can come into effect the last 1.5 to 3 hours of your sleep before you're about to wake up. As you guys may know, Stanford is very well known for their technology centers and their pharmacy centers and their health centers, and what they put out on their site on February 4th, 2022, REM sleep is whenever your body acts out certain movements like leg kicking, sleep talking, arm movements like swinging your arm around in bed, like to the side. And that's what REM sleep is. You act out your dreams because you're very deeply engaged in you're very relaxed in your mind. So now that we talked about what sleep paralysis is, let's talk about the causes of this phenomenon. There are a few causes of sleep paralysis. According to the American Sleep Association on February 4th, 2011, sleep paralysis is caused by disrupted REM sleep. As we talked about before, REM sleep is your deepest level of sleep. And your deepest level of sleep, when you're in that state, you are given muscle atonia. Muscle atonia keeps sleepers from acting out their dreams, so it disrupts the REM sleep. That's when everything starts going south. Your mind starts going different places, and you end up having nightmares. Now, according to Healthline on July 1st, 2021, other related causes of sleep paralysis may include insomnia, narcolepsy, anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder. If you notice all of these are based off a current mental state and how you take care of your mind. So if any of you guys have this, make sure you take some time out of your day to meditate or mentally clear yourself. Now we talked about what it is and what its causes are. Let's talk about the treatments. There's not many treatments, especially medication. That probably wouldn't be the best thing for someone with a mental disorder or someone who's struggling to sleep. So what I got out of this, I did some research, and according to WebMD on October 17, 2020, there isn't many medical treatments for this phenomenon. A few ways you can cure sleep paralysis is by just fixing your sleep habits, getting 6 to 8 hours a night, meditating, taking naps, laughing more. Just all of these things play a part. And you guys have probably noticed that in your everyday life. It's just more enjoyable. Today we learned about sleep paralysis. We learned about its causes, what it is, and its treatments. So, tracing back to the beginning of my speech about the 8%, 28%, and the 32% of all people who experience sleep paralysis, it is important for everyone to know, especially students, about how stressful schoolwork and everyday life can be, and how prone we are to having this phenomenon and experiencing it very frequently. Looking back at my story, I don't know how I can prevent this, how I can keep myself on track mentally, as well as physically, working out, getting sleep 6 to 8 hours, 7 days a week, meditate 30 minutes every couple days, and I hope you all can take something from my speech. I don't have an audience. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a group of people all week long to sit down with me and listen to my speech. So I hope whoever's grading this, take it easy on me. And I hope you learn something about this phenomenon, about what makes it come into effect, and hopefully you can prevent it yourself.